Hello and welcome to the Plan 3D video blog series Plan 3D with the experts. My name is Bernd Gerstenberger. I'm a Principal Technical Support Specialist and the Escalation Lead for AutoCAD Plan 3D. Today's topic is the new features in AutoCAD Plan 3D 2027. We have several new features to present which will be covered in separate videos. In this video, I want to present various improvements related to 3D modeling. Let us start with 3D modeling improvements. Here's the agenda. We'll look at better completion tracking in the P&ID modeler, visual consistency with P&ID painter styles, improved search capabilities for custom parts, and a few important enhancements around instrumentation and custom parts. Now, let us take a look for P&ID modeler. New indicators are implemented for the completion rate and status. You now get a circular completion indicator for each pipeline group and branch, giving you an immediate overview of modeling progress. When you hover over it, you can drill down and see the completion rate for individual pipelines. On top of that, each component shows a colored status bar. Green means that the component is modeled and all map properties match. Green with yellow dashes tells you the component exists, but some properties don't match between P&ID and Plan 3D. Gray indicates the component hasn't been modeled yet. To control how and when these indicators appear, there's a new system variable called plant line list mod. You can fine-tune the behavior depending on your project size and performance needs. Mod 3 shows indicators everywhere but uses full calculations and can be slower on remote projects. Mode 2, which is the default, uses a lighter algorithm and balances visibility with performance. Mode 1 shows indicators only when expanding a specific line. And Mode 0 turns the indicators off entirely. This gives you flexibility to adapt the feature to your workflow and project environment. When we look at the three images, you can see the P&ID modeler with plant line list mod set to 2 on the left. In this view, even the collapsed line, for example one named OPC2, shows a blue circle. If you expand that node, the color may change to green if everything is already modeled. If a value is set to 3, there's no color change when expanding the node. If everything is completely modeled, the circle is shown in green even in the collapsed view. The image in the middle shows plant line list mode set to 1. The collapsed line is shown in gray and no completion rate has been calculated. When you expand the node, the color changes to blue or green depending on the completion rate. Finally, the image on the right shows the P&ID modeler with plant line list mode set to 0. This is how it looked in older versions. No completion status or completion rate is shown. Another nice visual improvement is that the P&ID painter style is now reflected directly in the P&ID modeler dialog. This means the preview you see in the modeler matches the active P&ID painter style, giving you better visual consistency between drawings and modeling dialogs. The behavior depends on whether the P&ID painter is enabled and which style is active. But overall, it makes the transition between P&ID and 3D much clearer and more intuitive. Searching for custom parts also got a usability boost. In earlier releases, the search box in the shape browser was limited and only worked for certain end types. In 2027, the search box now works across categories with 3 keywords, not just within the current one, but to the current selected one and its subclasses below. This makes it much easier to find the right custom part. For instrumentation workflows, there's now the ability to add custom instrument parts directly from Instrumentation Spec tab in the tool palette. This streamlines placement of custom instrumentation components and reduces the need to switch between different tools or dialogs. It's a small change, but one that improves day-to-day efficiency. And finally, the custom parts builder now includes the instrument class in a part type dropdown. Formerly, only inline instrument was available, but not instrument itself. This makes it much easier to create and manage custom offline instruments, bringing instrumentation fully into a custom parts workflow. Compared to earlier versions, this closes an important gap and gives you more flexibility when working with custom or non-catalog instrumentations. So this was about 3D modeling improvements. I hope it is useful for you. And this is what I want to present in this part of a series about new features of AutoCAD Plan 3D in 2027 today. Thank you for your time and goodbye.